this is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Ironman 70.3 Bolton, England is a go, go, go!
I'm Josh Harrison, and this is my Ironman 70.3. Ironman Bolton 70.3. So an Ironman 70.3 is a 1.9k swim, a 90k bike ride straight into a half marathon. The idea to do an Ironman 70.3 was one of really pushing myself, showing that you can be 90 plus kilos and still move around. There's a lot of things where people are going, oh, why don't you do a full? For me, a full Ironman isn't going to be hybrid because you've got to stop the weights, you've got to stop this and that. Whereas in a half Ironman, you can still focus. I was doing CrossFit still 3 months out. So yeah, I'd like to, it's been a hybrid journey the whole time. Yeah, so you got to me at like 7 in the morning. We then drove to Bolton for 9 AM. We got there and it was like raining and I was thinking, oh, we're moving up north here. This is exactly what's going to be the case. Of course, on race day, it's going to be like this as well, isn't it? Of course it is. Like, we've had all the nice weather all week for it to be like this for sure. And then located where we need to go. Could see the track, and I thought that is amazing. The Ironman Kids, which is like the biggest one in Europe, was on there, which was really cool to watch actually.
Fine. Where is it? Well, I've lost it there. Harrison was asking me.
Then we went into registration. Started to register, did all of that, obviously got my race pass out, because you have to have a race pass for the day. You do that, they get your bag, your cap. There's nothing in the bag, so you look like you're back in like year 7.
New backpack. New backpack. Always needs a new backpack, isn't it? First day at school or what?
So you get your cap that you're going to wear for race day. Mine was pink, as you'll see. And then obviously like all your stickers and numbers.
She just said, have a great race, and I said, yes, and you, thank you.
From there then, you then get your T1 and T2 bag within the rucksack that they're giving you. We've then come out of there and we've just had a look around it. We've already got some food because we were both starving at that point. And then we started to tick down then on what we need to do. Went back to the car, and I think the biggest stress was finding like what nutrition to put in what bag.
So I'm just about to obviously finish packing this bag, and obviously I need to do my gels. Precision Fuel, I'm going to go with the gels. I've got 2 of them for the run, and they give you like a full race day plan on what to do.
So I started to pack my T1 bag to start. I got my sticker, put it on there. I actually wrote on the bag first and then realised, oh, it's all right, I can put a sticker on it instead. That was a bit of a beginner rookie moment. So when we were in Bolton, we actually did T2 first, transition bag. So obviously because that's where you finish the race. Seeing the finish line, that like put it into perspective for like the last 7 months of work. Like you've worked for this moment, so take it in. But yeah, it did feel pretty surreal. I'd definitely say it was a surreal moment, quite overwhelming. Yeah, so 7 months ago, obviously it was just an idea because I didn't buy a ticket till probably 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 or 4 months ago. So at that point, I'm literally sat at my desk and I'm like, right, this is what I'm going to do, guys. This is at the channel. I'm going to be documenting my whole journey of starting my first ever 70.3 Ironman. You're with me on this journey, and today is 249 days out from the event.
It's 172 days until then.
Below 150 days out there.
I'm 147 days away.
Just under 100 days out.
And 86 days out.
See, 40 days out until the half Ironman.
Can't actually believe we're 13 days out. Run complete, 12.8k in the bag. We're getting stronger, boys. We're getting stronger.
So I'm about to commit to it. Oh my God. We've registered, we're done. Like it's actually gonna happen, do you know what I mean?
Oh man.
Real now, innit? Real now.
So we're gonna take bag 2, yeah. We're gonna take transition bag 2 now to transition. Obviously after that little dilemma with the gels, we've come to the conclusion that I'm gonna carry 2, so at 5 and 10k of fuel. And then basically I'm trying to meet my dad on the run, and I'll give him some gels to give to me, because it's an open course when we're running. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get away with taking some then for like 15 and 20. And then, well, 15 a bit more. But yeah, getting to 14k is like the special point, because then I know I've only got like 7k left and I can really start to put the pedal down if I've got anything left, which hopefully, with the work that we've done, the work that you've seen on YouTube, on the channel, that you'll agree with me that I think we will have left. But yeah. This is where my maths is going to be so confused. That's pretty easy actually, isn't it? In line with that. Yeah. Right, we're going to find where they're going to need to put the bike now. I'm quite happy with where the bag is actually. Like near the end as well, isn't it? So.
I then dropped it off at T2 and then like found out my marker for where the bike will go to. And there's like a cone and no word of a lie, it was literally like in line with me as well, so that was perfect.
It's good because that's there as well, bro, so it's, oh mate, that is unreal. It's giving like where we need to be.
From there, we then went back, had to drive over to Pennington Flash. That's where we then took the bike, did all the stickers for that.
So just made it to transition 1. Gonna go through what's in the bike bag. So go in with this colourway for glasses, always high stride, code Josh H. The best glasses on the market for sure. I'm going with my dad's helmet, casque helmet. Need to put the sticker on the front here and then we'll get the bike out and get going, I think. But overall, I'm a lot happier starting here and then obviously moving over to the to town centre. I think that just overall the vibes are sick from here as well, isn't it? So happy with it, and yeah, let's get going. I'm just trying to figure out where to stick this, my number on my helmet. Everyone else I've seen, I believe it's on the front, man. So we're gonna go with the front.
Packed in my helmet, all that kind of stuff, and then went back. The bike, etc., needs to have like a sticker on the back of it as well, on your helmet, all that kind of stuff.
It's the big boy bikes. See you in the morning, mate. Big that is, bro. I think it goes all the way to that boy over there. More real now because we've got no kit left. The car's empty, my bag's empty, everything's dropped off. It's just about making sure I'll bring myself on the day, innit? We're gonna go in the 30 zone, so if you want to show them that. So we're gonna head over on the 30 zone and then we're gonna let everyone sprint off. When it comes to 30, make sure we let everyone sprint off and then we follow in. And then I should be aiming for like 35 minutes then, I'll be happy with that. What happens is you run down there, they put you in every 6 seconds, they drop their arms, they'll let you in, and then you go in at 3 at a time, you swim round, and then you come out over there, and there's like brown mats, and then you basically run from here all the way up to your bike, get your kit on, grab your bike, 90k. Simple as that really, isn't it? It's not even that hard, come on. Bro, a guy who's literally he's doing a full Ironman, he's already done a half Ironman in France, he's doing this tomorrow, we're in the same swim leg, etc. He's recognised us off the channel, boys. Do you know how much that means? That's sick. I appreciate every single one of you that has ever commented, liked, whatever, subbed. That's one of the reasons, yeah. Like I make these videos because I think, oh well, I enjoy making them. So when people actually watch them, and like my mates come up then and like say, oh, how you doing? That's pretty nuts. That's a buzzing feeling, bro, for sure.
And we got back. By the time we filmed at the Airbnb, I think we had like 4 hours sleep in the end. It was a long, long weekend, but I wouldn't change any of it, man. I loved it. It was sick.
I just got back from Nando's and Aldi now. Gonna aim to finish this for 1. Get hydrated as much as possible. It's currently 10:39. We're gonna get up. What time do we say, Leo? Like 3:45? 3:45, so a few hours sleep. To be fair, I prefer that just because I just want to get up and get it done. Kit's laid out already, and yeah, I think it's go time. Let's get it.
Yeah, I think it was, it wasn't 6:15, was at the start, realistically. We had to get up at what, 3:30? Woke up at 3:30. I couldn't eat, but I had to eat. So bagel and peanut butter, this is the driest thing ever. It was honestly horrendous, oh my God. Like, I had to wash it down with like electrolytes in the end.
$4:31. Getting ready. Nerves still pretty easy, nothing too much just yet.
And obviously then we left. I think we got to Bolton Pennington Flash at like, was it 5? 5:15 at least. Obviously the long walk down, we weren't obviously allowed to drive in or anything, so we had to really like, walk down there. I seen everybody else who obviously had a bit of experience. They're all in their wetsuits already. Obviously wasn't in that. And in the end it didn't matter too much.
Nearly there now, bro. Nerves are like sitting. My belly's not turning just yet.
Yeah.
I felt like this like pre high rocks warm up. So I'm used to this like feeling, do you know what I mean? So it's been a while, but this is the buzz I used to get before rugby. Like I get nervous, and then it just like you almost like zone out, don't you? Like that flow state, do you know what I mean?
Went to my T1 transition, put my nutrition on my bike, and obviously then that's when I put a wetsuit on and it was fine. Made sure everything was in my bag, which it was, luckily and thankfully. So then yeah, moved on from there, and then went over to the start line really, and that's where, you know, the nerves start to kick in. Didn't get nervous, and like you'll see, like I didn't feel nervous that much. I felt more nervous because I was getting to the woman at the start when she was like going to raise her hands. But yeah, nah, like the feeling of the AC/DC music was just electric on it. Like it was, yeah, definitely the best feeling I've ever had before like an event or a competition, for sure.
Doing an Ironman, the swimming, running a half marathon after a 90 kilometre bike ride. Why is it that you chosen to put yourself through that?
I think the main thing for me was like, I would never ever want to be complacent, and if I ever think I'm like slacking or I'm getting comfortable, that's when things need to, like, I would worry. So the fact I'm always in a position where I'm like, I don't think I'm ever doing enough, that's like a big factor for me to keep pushing myself every day. And I think that's like I said in my Instagram post, that's a why. Like remember your why and keep doing what you're doing. And that's probably the biggest thing, like never ever be comfortable in everything we do.
7 months of prep.
Bouncing up and down on the start line. At the moment, we know you've got butterflies in your stomach.
It was so weird. So the feeling that I got when I was running round to the finish line, again, all the moments that we've like put the training through, the times where I was like, I don't want to do this, like the run is so long, why? It's like tipping it down with rain, running through Bewdley, like literally getting soaked, wet through, whatever. All of that for those moments, getting up at 6 in the morning to get down to the pool for 7:30, whatever. Yeah, crazy. Guy on the commentating thing was sick as well. So like he was obviously like breaking it down, saying like 15 minutes till we go, 10 minutes till we go, and then we all have to do like a clap.
I want you to clap. Here we go. Clap. Clap. Everybody, the families and the friends, united as one. Come on. And everybody scream.
And obviously on the clap, like we were just like clapping for every single part of like, what the Ironman is. Doing that, and then obviously like the full music coming in, thunderstruck, yeah, crazy feeling. And then all of a sudden when she goes like down, go, you walk and I just drop off the end, and I'm just like, oh God, and then we're into it then. And it's like, you know, I'll see you at the end kind of thing. Yeah, like that's your race now, you're into it, and this is where you start the journey kind of thing. That swim honestly was the best thing I've ever done. 19.6 degrees, and it felt like a nice bath. I think I swam into like 3 or 4 people in the end, but like that's what everyone was doing. There's one time some guy come across to me and like nearly kicked me straight in the chin, but I was like, you could see they were there. But yeah, the water was so nice. No, I've had so many people tell me, oh, be careful, you'll have your goggles kicked off, or someone will pull your wetsuit tag or whatever. Like none of that. It was the most enjoyable thing, probably out of all the race. I just felt zen when I was swimming. Like it just felt so good. Getting out of the swim, obviously you've got like 4 or 5 people and they're like holding you and stuff, but you don't want to like catch yourself, because the step goes from like nothing to like a level up, and then they hold you up and pull you through. And obviously you don't want to like collapse or anything, or like fall over or slip over. And then from then it's just about getting your wetsuit off as fast as possible, running down, getting into transition. Yeah, I was so happy with that, with the swim, to be fair, because I aimed for like 37 minutes. Obviously we were training at Chelmsford. I did the distance twice before, 3 times. Yeah, 2 or 3 times before. And then obviously to be able to PB it all, and it for it to be the nicest swim ever as well. It was mint. Really happy with that.
No man, it felt good, to be fair. Like didn't break a stroke. Swimming to like 2 or 3 people. Yeah. Nothing too much there. Mate, I PB'd in the swim on a race. That's crazy, isn't it?
I thought this would come off like 4 times as well. Take the time though, I'm not going to rush, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to get anything wrong. So.
How are you feeling from the bike?
The bike's obviously the one part of it like that. But at the same time, just keep moving and just keep the legs spinning.
Yeah, so obviously in the transition, you've got everyone like racing around you. Some people like walk the transition, and I thought that's mad as well. But I also like wanted to get it done. I wanted to get transition and I could chill out then. Annoyed myself, I didn't have the food I wanted in the bag. I forgot about that. But I think when you've literally got everything going, I definitely recommend taking a towel to be able to like dry yourself off. Obviously my tri-suit was like soaking through, but on the bike you don't realise it. Obviously, how to take your time, put your shoes on. Like it was a race against myself, not against anybody else. You know, if I ended up beating people, that's even better. So obviously, drying my feet off, put my socks on, etc. And then you obviously then got to go and find your bike. I think the biggest thing for me, and obviously we worked it out the day before, like there'd be a landmark around where your bike is. So you'll be able to see like where you need to be at least. When we came into T2, obviously we knew that with the cone. But to start, it was very much, there was like a big light, wasn't there, in line with our bike, and that's exactly where we had to run to find it. So it was quite simple. All the T1 to be fair was pretty simple, yeah.
After the line!
Because I got out of the swim quite fast onto the bike, I was actually like cycling with a few people who are like right up there. So say for instance their swim wasn't amazing, so they were all around my time, but their biking was their best part, and obviously then going into the running. But yeah, they soon left me, bro. Like in the distance, they were gone. But yeah, no, it's good to be like mixed in with those people for sure. Really, actually quite sketchy because I've obviously got my shades on and there's trees covering and there's like road humps. So like, we're cycling through. Next minute, bang! I hear like some girl crash, and you can hear the carbon plate, obviously on her bike, just like slide, and her screaming, and that was like horrible. And it was because she had shades on as well, and you couldn't see the dimps in the road. So I really had to like not slow down, but I just took my time around it. And then again, we were coming around a bend. The thing is, these people on these bikes, they're worth like £10,000 plus. They're going so fast. And it's like, you gotta just slow down. Like you literally get into it. I was like, right, let's go. Let's just get back into it. Heart rate's cool. Didn't once feel like out of breath on the bike or anything. It was just a matter of just my legs are fried. Like going up a hill like that was just horrendous twice as well. Yeah, I was in a dark place probably from like 40 minutes in, just because I started to like, all right, now I need to eat food. My nutrition probably wasn't the best, because that's one thing I never did. I never practiced the nutrition, and I regret doing that. So yeah, I started to get really hungry. I started to get like a cramp through here in like an hour in, and that's where I really like started to contemplate like, what on earth have I put myself in for? Like it was, yeah, a proper challenge. My Garmin that I had on my bike was telling me like, I think it was like 55.4 miles. And I was like, where the hell is this transition? Like, come on, where are we? Because obviously you go past it first and then you come back on it again. That's when you go into your T2 transition to change. So I've done that and I'm like, right, Josh, like now just don't fall off the bike. Make sure that you clip out of your left foot, lean over, and then obviously then take your foot off. That's exactly what I managed to do just before the line. Then I see Leo and I'm like, oh my God, mate, we've done it.
Bro, my legs, mate.
Keep going!
Oh, bro.
Then we push off, obviously then we're running round talking. And then it's just a matter of racking your bike, taking your time, going into T2, and obviously getting changed. Didn't want to rush that. I think we came in at, was it 7 minutes, the second transition? So yeah, 7 minutes on that one. And then it's just a matter of making sure I'm happy, shoes are done properly, took a gel on, took some food on, and then just get going. But yeah, the quad cramp here, like I literally could see like the cramp eating away on my quad. It was, the pain. But then you like, that's in your head. Once you get out of your head and you start running, it just subsides, and then every so often it will come back the more you think about it.
Not ideal. Come on. Come on, lad, come on!
Yeah, it felt good mentally, and then physically I was like, no, my legs are gone. Like it's gonna be a slog. Like I'm so happy that I put so much effort into the running, because I feel like that allowed me to actually build it up, obviously because my base fitness was fine. I was never out of breath.
Slow down. Otherwise I'll be absolutely screwed, bro. 5 minute Ks, That's what we're aiming for.
So the first K, it was, like you said, 4:50. We aimed for 1 hour 45 on the run. Obviously with no issues, no cramps, whatever, obviously that didn't happen. So I was looking for like 5-minute pace, and I'd have been happy at 5-minute pace, but in the end, I don't think I got to 5 minute. I think we run at like 5:30 pace in the end. Even at one point I was at 7, just because my legs were so fried. Obviously I had to have a few toilet stops as well, because obviously gels on the bike for that long just do mess your belly up. But yeah, it was good. Obviously seeing you running together with me, I was like, no way, like this is, you know, this is nearly it now. We're nearly there. Every step is like a less step I've got to do later on. And obviously seeing it on my watch as well, like, it started to tick off.
I'm going too fast. I need to slow down. Oh, quad cramp here, bro. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we had the plan of get to 14K. That's your run then. It's done then, because you've got 7K left and you can run 7K, Josh. Like you can do that. That's not an issue. And we actually picked up the pace on that one. And I think my last 4K were the faster Ks in the whole run. So it was a matter of dark place pretty much up to 14K, especially when I got off the bike and I had to go to the toilet just because I was just dying as well. But then that loosened me off a bit more then, and I felt better. But the cramp here just like kept coming and going.
You're gonna tease the finish as well.
Yeah, seeing the finish line being teased and seeing like Will Grace, who the guy who like won the event, he finished it in 4 hours something. Like seeing that on the board was just like, how on earth does he manage this? It was just, yeah, crazy. Crazy. I think it was one of those like, I'm gonna be there. That's my goal. So let's go and finish it now.
I'll see the finish. Let's get it.
Josh Harrison. Strong man on the bridge.
The feeling of running over the line was the craziest thing ever. As I run down and then come back round on itself, that's when I started to really tear up. As soon as I hit like the first corner and there's like people everywhere and then you can run again, I was really starting to tear up there. Like it was just, I don't know what it was yet. I had like a flashback of like the last 7 months of all like the days of getting up early, training, all in literally like I don't know, 10 seconds worth. And it's just really, really weird.
The swim, unreal. Loved every single minute of it. The bike, just deep, like the whole time to the hill, and it's like that, and you go up it twice, like the start and the end. The first time I went up it finished me off, and then the second time was better. But knowing, like, you know, finishing it off, coming into transition, and then the run, that's the hardest run I've ever done in my life. But we've done it. You can do hard things no matter what. 7 months of prep, 7 months of hard work. Fucking got it, boys. Nice one.
So literally come over the finish line, and the mayor gives us the medal. But yeah, it's a pretty cool medal. Out of all the half Ironman medals, I definitely think this is the best one. And yeah, I think I'll cherish it for a very long time, because I learned a lot about myself on that race, especially on the bike. And it, yeah, it does mean a lot to me actually, for sure. So after the race, obviously you get your medal, etc., and then you take off your tag that they've like tracked you with the whole day. And then from there, went into the tent. Pineapple, watermelon, whatever you want. Like I literally had like 4 or 5 pieces. Gave you loads as well. And then went and got a Domino's pizza. There was boxes of Domino's everywhere. I was like, where the hell's the Domino's? Like, I need this.
Is that 3 Domino's? Yeah.
And then they were just like giving that meat feast. I was like, oh, say no more. And then ate that, went over to Mum. My mum was an absolute like mess, wasn't she? She was like proper upset. And she was like, I was crying this morning and everything. I was like, I hadn't even done it. She said to me yesterday, she was like, I'm so proud of you, like, and all this. I was like, Mum, I haven't even done the race yet. Like, what are you on about? So yeah, that was all of that. And then of the morning, she was like, I haven't slept all night. I've just been worrying and all this. So like, I think when I finally finished it and she could give me a big hug, it was, I think it was quite a relief for her as well. Yeah, definitely.
He is amazing.
Yeah, like obviously, like for me, I've always wanted to make Mum and Dad proud. So doing something that is challenging, like really, really mentally challenging, physically challenging. Yes, I'm like of a good physical state where I can achieve something like that. But mentally, like you go to some dark places. So you know, to show Mum and Dad, like, you know, you are capable of doing things, just making them proud. It was a big feeling. And that's why I give Mum the medal as well. Do you know what I mean? I put it around her neck and stuff, because it's like, I've earned it, but like you've helped me along this whole time, you know, support and stuff. So yeah, it was a nice feeling. I had one guy message me the other day, yesterday, and he said, like, you know, Josh, 0.4k in, we saw you. We had you on our tracker, and we were like, there's 4 or 5 of us, and we were thinking like, come on, Josh, let's go. That's when it really, really hit home. Like, we've got some people watching this journey here, and like, people have actually like took their own time to really invest in like what you're doing.
Just there. So that is the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my life. Yeah, just the swim, really, really happy with 36 minutes. We'll get an official time sorted properly, but yeah, 36 minutes. And then the bike ruined me, because like that was like 3 hours 20 minutes, 3 hours and 25 minutes, maybe even longer, of just pure pain, because the hills were like this, down, up, and then obviously the run, like that's my strongest point, but yet it was like impacted by the bike. So yeah, horrendous. But when you run round to the finish line, it actually is quite emotional, if I'm honest. But I got it done, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of today. So
yeah, I think, you know, if you're going to enter a half Ironman or a full Ironman, if you're absolutely crazy, you know, just back yourself in what you're doing. Make sure, you know, if you need to get a coach, get a coach. It's a big race, to put an investment into it. Obviously, for like what we're doing, like we're documenting a whole journey on this. But for like the person who wants to just do the race, make sure that you are, you know, you get a coach and you get like a good wetsuit, a good tri-suit. The bike, I completed on a good bike, but you'll have some people who've got ridiculous bikes there, but you'll come in before them. That happened with me. I beat them at the swim, I beat them on the cycle, and I beat them in the run. People buy things, and it can intimidate you, but realistically, it's just, they've just got the money to spend. Doesn't mean they're better than you or anything. Just have your own lane and just focus on yourself. Yeah, that is pretty much the race day. The whole experience, talking about how I felt in between, during, after the whole race. And I just want to say, like, thank you ever so much to anybody who's ever liked, commented, subscribed, my family, like, supporting me. The time and effort that people have put in, invested their time to watch the videos, and seeing, you know, on the day, like seeing them on the run. Josh, I love your stuff, man. Like, you don't understand how much that helped me in those times where I was literally struggling. And in the end, when we come over the finish line, yeah, the feeling's just unmatched. The support is unmatched. And yeah, it's only going to get better from here.